Hey everyone, and welcome to one of my longest running series, if not the longest running series here on my YouTube channel, which are monthly favorites. Now, there are literally thousands of you that are brand new to my channel from over the last week, and hello and welcome. I am so grateful that you are here, and I'm going to do a quick introduction with a little bit of a caveat. I am struggling with allergies right now, so if I don't see my best or sound my best, it is because I am not at my best, but we can power through this. Allergies are not the worst thing in the world. It's the payoff you get for 75 degrees and sunny at the end of December. So for those of you who are new here, hi, my name is Marnie. I am 51 years old. I live in San Antonio, Texas. I am married to my husband of 27 years. His name is Michael. We have two adult sons who are 26 and 23. I'm also the mom to two dogs currently. Our eldest is a West Highland White Terrier named Wrigley, and he is 12. And then the light of our lives and the total goofball is Rowdy. He's a Weimaraner, and he is 8 years old. And if I sound like I am lisping, it is also because I'm completing, fingers crossed, the end of my Invisalign journey. Normally, I pop these out for filming, but since I'm in my last couple of weeks, fingers crossed, I know deep down that I'm going to need refinements and more trays, but I want to keep them in as much as possible. And since I've had them out a lot over the last couple of days, because I'm trying to drink a lot of hot tea, you guys get to suffer through the lisping of this video. I think I've hit all of the highlights. If I've forgotten something, I'm going to link to a video I did a long time ago called Draw My Life, and it gives you a pretty good backstory on where I came from and how I got to this point in my life. Also, coming from said how to wear leggings video, where literally thousands of you found me for the first time, the number one question I got asked there was, where are the links? Where are these products that you were talking about? So let me clear that up, because I get that question on every video, to be fair. There are a handful of places you can find them. The most traditional way is what most YouTubers call the description box, which is, if you're watching me, I think on mobile or desktop kind of device, it's below me. Under the title, you'll see some text describing the video, and there will be something to expand that text. It says more, show more, something to that effect. Click on that, boom. The whole description box. I number everything. I list it in the order in which I talk about it here on the channel to make it easy for you to find, sizing, prices, shades, etc. I also take that entire description box and I copy it and I pin it to the top of the comment. So if you can find where to ask me a question or leave me a comment, you have found the comment section, and the very first comment that's pinned to the top of that is everything that was in the description box, and that's the probably easiest place to find it. The third place, and it's not going to be 100% of the products that I'm talking about, are any of the products that are also available on the YouTube shopping platform. You will see show products. There'll be an icon. I can't remember on which side of the screen it is. And you can click on that and you can see all those. And then there's also, I think, icons below the text. YouTube makes it as confusing as possible. I'm here to help make it less so. So with all of that, today's video is a breakdown of my personal favorites from the last month. Yes, it is also the end of the year. We will get to the full wrap up of that next year, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's finish off the favorites for December 2024. I give you my top 5 in the categories of beauty, clothing, accessories, and home. And let's start off with beauty today, because my YouTube channel way back 14 years ago started off as a mostly beauty focused channel. So number 1 is a new foundation. And if you recently watched my last video, which was my makeup favorites from 2024, none of these are new. So you can skip ahead. But the new foundation to me that I'm loving, that I'm actually not wearing, and I'll explain why in a minute, is the Pat McGrath Skin Finish in the shade Light 5. It is a beautiful, glowy foundation. It is very lightweight. It is very runny. It wears like a dream over all the SPFs I've tried it with. It lasts all day long. I love the shade range. If you prefer matte finish, you will hate this, so walk away from it, but I absolutely love it. I am testing a foundation that we will talk about. Well, either way, we will talk about it, good or bad, in a future video. I'm not even gonna link to it until I know how I feel about it. So everything else I have on though, makeup-wise, clothing, earrings, whatever you can see here will be listed way down at the bottom of everything after I've talked about. Allergy medicine is making it hard for me to put sentences together. Let's try that again. If you scroll through the description box, after everything I've listed from the video will be what I'm wearing. Next beauty favorite is this highlighter from Rare Beauty. I have it in the shade Mesmerize, which is more of a pinky kind of champagne. There is more of a skin tone, for me, champagne shade that I want to pick up next. I'm not wearing it on my cheeks as a highlighter. I love popping applying it in the inner corner of my eye just to brighten things up, because the other product I've really been loving this month is this Armani Eye Tint. It is a liquid eyeshadow. I have it in the shade Cedar all over the lid except for the inner corner. If you are afraid of trying a liquid eyeshadow because it can be intimidating, this one is beautiful. It's a one and done kind of shadow. There are matte shades, there are shimmer shades, and what I like about it is it looks multi-dimensional. So this is just one color all over my eye, but depending on how the light hits it, it looks like it's multiple shades. Like I said, I'm wearing it in the shade Cedar, which is more of a cool tone brown. I am going to pick it up in the shade Cashew, which is a little bit lighter and a little bit warmer, and I'm going to give that one a go in the next week or so. And then I have two more eye area products for brows. This is my latest find. It's from Kosas. It's their Brow Pop. I originally ordered it in soft brown, but I really prefer it in taupe. It's just a little bit lighter, and my eyebrows are already decently dark. I don't want to make them darker, so my advice is to go like a shade lighter than you really need when you're filling in your brows, and I really just need it for these tail ends here that have thinned out. It is more of an oblong shape, so depending on how you hold it, you can either make thick lines if you want to quickly fill in, or you could turn it the other way so you can draw on more hair-like strokes, and then it does have a spoolie on the other end. I like that this is a pretty soft, creamy formula, so the shade actually transfers onto your skin, but it does last a long time. And then to lock it all in place, this replaced another favorite. I originally really loved and recommended the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Gel, and I do love it, but it gets gunky and just clumpy and kind of gross very quickly. And for that price, it shouldn't. This is a drugstore version of that. It is the Maybelline Super Lock Brow Glue, and it does what it says. It'll lock your brows in place, and it doesn't get clumpy and goopy, and it's about $8 or $9, which is substantially better. Even if it did get clumpy and gluey and goopy, it would be easily replaced versus the $20-something one. So loving those. Let me scooch over a bit so I can pop in some of the pictures of my clothing favorites from December. So number one are these high-waisted pull-on cargo style pants from Athleta. I've purchased these before. I've recommended them to you before. I picked them up in a new size. Actually picked up two of them, navy blue and black. If you love a pull-on pant style, if you like a more tailored look, if you want something that's wrinkle-free, easy to travel in, easy to walk around in, easy to launder, yes, the initial price is expensive. The great thing about Athleta is they are constantly having sales. So my goal moving into 2025 is to purchase more of the mid-level range price point things, the $80, $100 things, so I can give them a go and let you know how they are. And then when they're on sale, I can more easily and confidently recommend them to you so you can snatch them up. I mean, if you want to buy them full price, far be it from me to discourage you, but I'm going to make sure I look out for when they're on sale so they are more budget friendly. So these endless cargo pants, not only are they just fantastic for travel, for everyday wear, they're comfortable. I love how you can wear them more as a straight leg, or there's a little snap at the bottom of each pant leg that you can move it over and snap it, and then it becomes more of a tapered, not quite a jogger look, but more of a tapered leg. So you get two options there, and they do come in three pant lengths, petite, regular, and tall. And I am just right at 5'4", and so I'm teetering on that edge of petite or not petite. My legs are longer proportionally to my body than a standard petite style. So most of the time I get the regular length, and the regular length seems to work best for me here. And at the time of this filming, they are 30% off. This oversized V-neck sweater, I will admit, I have not gotten to wear as much as I would like. We have not hit a cool front really just yet this second half of December, but this oversized V-neck sweater from Express. Of course, I love an oversized V-neck sweater. That just goes without saying. It's a flashback to the whole 80s part of my childhood, the slouchy one shoulder kind of look from Flashdance. So there's a little of that, I think, in the back of my head. And it pairs well with leggings, and you can do a little tuck and wear it over joggers or jeans. It's very versatile. But this cobalt blue color in particular just grabbed my eye. If you don't love it or you want something more neutral, it does come in a nice charcoal gray, and it also comes in the most beautiful sort of lilac pinky shade. It's a unique shade. It's absolutely beautiful, but this blue, it took my heart. And speaking of hearts, we have to talk about this sweater. I love this sweater. I obviously got it in the gray with the pink heart. It also comes in a black background with the pink heart. And they just released a third option, navy with red hearts. And then the one heart that stand out is white. This comes in regular and plus sizes. Although, of course, it is a sweater. It's not a super heavy one. So even here in South Texas, this weight works really well for, well, to me, if it's below 65, it's sweater weather. I know. everything is relative. Next is this layering tank, which I have had laying around for quite a while, and I had relegated it to only wear under things because I got an ink stain on it and I cannot get it out. This is the perfect tank for layering because it has a nice high crew neck. So if you want that little hint of white peeking out under a sweater, it's a very old school preppy look, but you don't want to be overwhelmed with fabric bunching up underneath your shirt, the sleeves hitting weird, or you just don't want to get too hot because, well, for whatever reason, you may be overheated. This is fantastic because it's technically a workout top. So it wicks away moisture. It's very, very lightweight. It drapes nicely. It's not constricting though. So even though it's a workout top, it's not meant to be super tight. I don't like that feeling at all. And you get just enough hint of that white underneath to give you the look you're looking for if you're trying to layer. It does also come in a ton of other colors if you'd prefer to wear it as a workout top or you're looking for other colors to layer underneath. And I would say that they run true to size. And then my last favorite, I will admit, haven't worn it out of the house as much as I'd like to because, again, has not gotten that cold here. But I've been reaching for it to layer because in the mornings it is quite cool. In the evenings it can cool down a lot. And then in the middle of the day we can hit 75, sometimes 80 degrees. So I purchased this kind of oversized boyfriend style cashmere sweater, cashmere cardigan, I should say, to wear for wintertime, but I have found it to be just fantastic to layer over things in the house because it is cashmere. It can keep you warm, but almost adjust itself so you're not gonna get overheated in it either. Cashmere, if you haven't experienced it yet, this particular retailer where I get my cashmere from, most of my cashmere from, it is very budget friendly for cashmere. So something like this could easily be $500 or $600 in most situations. This one is right around $130. They also have just a basic crew neck long sleeve cashmere sweater that's $50. It's a fantastic brand. It's called Quince. I'll link both sweaters down below. But the thing about cashmere is it almost kind of magically adjusts itself to the temperature. So you're not going to get too cold or too hot. They even make t-shirts, which are great for layering, but also you could wear them in the spring and the fall. So if you haven't given cashmere a try, this is not sponsored. If you're new here, if something's sponsored, I'm going to tell you in the first, 10 seconds of the video. There's no need to hide it. I'm proud of the work that I'm able to do. So if I get hired by a company to talk about their stuff, I'm going to tell you right off the bat. This is not sponsored, but I really, really do love Quince, and I love that their cashmere makes it a more attainable price point for more people than traditional cashmere brands. Okay, let's move on to accessories. And wow, this one got a lot of attention. This particular Chelsea boot. I have been looking for a Chelsea boot for a very specific look for a while. I like the thicker, obviously kind of lug sole, but not too thick because then you kind of look like Frankenstein. And then I do prefer one that has contrast. This particular model comes in an all black, so the sole and the boot itself are black. I like the contrast with a lighter brown sole here. I like that it has the rubber on the bottom, so I have some nice traction. I wanted the shaft to be a certain height so it can fit under more of my cropped pants and jeans. I didn't want it too rounded toe, kind of more of an almond toe. I feel like that's a more flattering look. Anyway, this one hits all of the boxes and it also happens to be under $50. Runs true to size, does come in a lot of other colors too. So if you are very particular about your Chelsea boots, check out all the different color combinations that they have. Pretty sure this is not real leather, and that's okay because usually when I'm reaching for this style of boot, it's not the best weather, and then I don't have to worry about ruining a very nice expensive pair of shoes. These are a little more durable. Let's stick with shoes. So the next one, it's not even remotely budget friendly. I'm not going to pretend that it is, but I do know I have a lot of high-end sneaker aficionados here. So I picked up this suede black sneaker. It's by the brand Vince, and this is their Oasis runner style. The difference is the regular Oasis style, I have learned, has the full kind of gum colored sole. This one has the white stripe. Has sort of almost like a driving moccasin effect here. It's a walking shoe. It's not an exercise sneaker. I wanted a black shoe to take the place of, say, a black flat or black ballet flat or slipper. So more of an elevated sneaker look. It does come in other colors as well. No, you do not have to get $250 sneakers. I'm aware, like I said, it's not budget friendly. If I can find some that are at a different price point that have a similar look, I will most definitely keep you posted. Most of the black sneakers I have found have a much thicker sole, which makes it look more like an athletic shoe, and I was looking for more of the walking shoe sneaker. I do have one more pair of shoes that are my favorites from December, and it's another budget-friendly find. So I originally purchased these in this more light tan, khaki, sort of easy color. These are sort of a combo between a loafer and a driving shoe, more of a loafer style with like a very thin lug sole, let's say. So very walkable, very wearable. has a nice padded insole. Probably not real suede. These are from Amazon. I like the gold buckle detail and I love them so much. I picked them up in this raspberry pink and I have been having so much fun wearing these. They come in quite a few other colors as well. So I wear a lot of neutral, very basic outfits, and adding this, like this would look really cute with this outfit here. It's just been a lot of fun for me. So I love them. Every time I pick them up, I get the song Raspberry Beret stuck in my head, even though this is not a beret. And I think a lot of you have been enjoying this one as well. And then my last accessories favorite are these tights, and I wanted to give you a closer look. So I love wearing dresses. It's an easy, you don't have to think about it. It's a one and done outfit. Spring, summer, even into fall here in San Antonio, because fall just means 90 degrees instead of 100. I don't have to think about what I'm wearing underneath it, just undergarments. But because I'm used to 90 degrees being sort of the norm, once we hit 65, I want to wear a dress, but I'm freezing. And I finally tried out the fleece lined tights. So these are almost basically leggings, but not quite. So the inside, and you can get the different weight fleece, like lightweight fleece all the way to super heavy fleece. This is lined, I think you can see, with this sort of furry, fleecy lining, and it goes all the way down until you get to the foot. And the foot is just the stretchy tight material, and this stretchy tight sort of semi-opaque material is over the legging. So it gives the illusion that you are wearing semi-opaque or even opaque legging or tights, sorry, but you're not, and you're warm. I love it. These should not be confused with actual leggings. These are meant to be worn as tights layered under a dress or a skirt. I know there's been much debate on my leggings video that recently went live over whether even leggings are appropriate to wear. Let me assure you that I think they are, but these would most definitely not be okay to wear on their own, just in case anyone had any doubts on where I personally stood on that one. Did I say those were my last accessory? Those were not. Okay, my last accessory favorite are what are on my ears, and this is another not so much budget friendly pick, although technically considering what they are, actually not that bad. So this is actually a set of 3 earrings, comes in this pretty little box, and I'm just lazy when it comes to my earrings. I don't usually go for big accessories, like I just want a nice basic something. And this little box comes with 3 variations on a huggy hoop earring. These are the thicker, chunkier ones. There's a more slender one, and then there's a really skinny one with a little onyx bead hanging from it. Normally the whole set is $250. Considering that these are not solid gold, but they're gold plated. For 3 pairs of earrings, not bad, but they're currently on sale for, I believe, $175 for the set, and I have been told you can stack my discount code on top of that and get them for even less. Give it a try, see if you can get them discounted for even more. So for what they are, 3 pairs of earrings for $175 isn't a bad deal at all. So I want to recommend them because I've just been reaching for these. I've left them out on my counter in my bathroom, and I just swapped them out for just no random reason. I'll pick a different pair usually every day, and they go with pretty much everything. Let's move on to home favorites. So this first recommendation, I should say, are kind of 2 things in one, and I bought it for a very specific and weird problem, I guess. Obviously, I use a lot of makeup products. I use tinted sunscreen. I'm washing my hands a lot, and when I'm washing my face, drying my face and drying my hands, I'm getting all that onto my hand towel, and my hand towel's a mess. And so a few other influencers, quite a few, have been talking about these disposable facial towels. And I know that they're not for everyone, but I love the size of them. They're super soft. They're quite a big size. And I will pull one out to dry my hands or my face and kind of leave it out on my counter throughout the day and use it either to, dry my hands or face again, or to wipe down my countertop. So this isn't for me a single use type of product. So I have been using these to dry off, but the question was, where do you put them so they are easily accessible and functional and pretty? So I also found this acrylic drawer that is meant to store these specifically. And it's probably hard to see on camera, but there's a little lip here. So what I love is that I've set this on my bathroom vanity, and then I put my acrylic canisters for my Q-tips and my cotton rounds on top of this, so it sort of condenses everything into one spot. It looks really nice and organized, actually, on my bathroom vanity, and I love it. There's also a place where you can mount it on a wall, and it comes with the mounting hardware, but that is not why I purchased it, and I'm really enjoying it. Another new home find for me that I am loving. So if you're new here, you might not know, I love to read. Reading is my drug. I don't drink alcohol. If I want to escape, I bury myself into a book. If I want to just take my mind off something, I bury myself in a book. And one of my favorite books as a child was The Secret Garden. There was this illustrated edition I was just obsessed with. One day I will find it. Anyway, I found this small business on Amazon, and one of the things they sell are book bases. So this is ceramic. There are quite a few titles to choose from. This one is The Secret Garden, and it looks like a book. I mean, it's obviously very tiny. You can use these obviously to put flowers in, or you could use it to hold writing utensils, put it on a desk, use it as decor. I love these. I love these as a gift idea. I gifted one to myself. I'm really, really enjoying this one. Lots of titles in different sizes as well. Another thing I've been doing a lot this month is taking a bath, and I finally, let me rephrase, I'm not unhygienic. I shower every day, but actually soaking in the tub is something I reserve usually for wintertime. And I finally went and got a bath pillow. This is one of the higher rated ones on Amazon, just attaches with suction cups. And it also comes with a hook so you can hang it to dry so it won't get icky and mildewy and so forth. And it has lots of little kind of netting holes in it so the water flows through it. I love it. It is exactly what I've been looking for, exactly what I needed to enjoy my bath to like the nth degree. My last two favorites, I'm gonna pop in some pictures here. Number 4 is, actually it's right behind me, but you can barely see it. It's that burlwood tray. I always keep a tray on my kitchen island with seasonal decor, some sort of decor, and I swapped it out for this burlwood one just this month. It's a little bit of a lighter wood. I like that the handles are gold. I actually swapped it out with one that was also from Walmart. This one's from Walmart as well. And I just love how it keeps everything contained. It's very pretty. Burlwood is usually super, super expensive. This is not actual burlwood. It's like a laminate, but I think it's lovely. It's perfect for a kitchen or anywhere you want to have like a little decor situation happening. Love the price point. And then the last of my favorites, perfect ending because we really love our dogs in this house, and if you keep watching you will see that over time. I originally picked up this sort of fuzzy pet bed for the couch for our senior dog, Wrigley, the West Highland White Terrier, because he doesn't see very well and he gets a little nervous, and so this has clearly defined boundaries. So when he's sitting with us on the couch, he knows where it ends and that he won't fall off. Our Weimaraner loves it too, and they love it so much that now we bring it into our bed at night, because yes, both dogs sleep in our bed, and our Westie can sleep very comfortably in that area knowing that he can't fall off the bed. We have that right in the middle of our bed, and he sleeps in it all night. And then in the morning, when he wakes up to go to the bathroom, that's when Rowdy, our big old Weimaraner, will hop in the bed and take his morning nap there. He will not try to get in it until Wrigley has left the space, because even though Wrigley is about 17 pounds and Rowdy's about 70, the little dog is in charge. But either way, it is a big hit, and we actually have the smaller size. It comes in 2 sizes. We got the smaller one, and our big old Weimaraner can curl himself up really tiny and get himself in there. So if you're not sure what size to go for, the smaller size works for both a Westie and a Weimaraner. Well, those are it for my favorites from the very last month of the year. Whether you just found me a few days ago or you've been around for the ride for 14 and a half years, thank you for hanging out with me. I'm not going to see you again, I believe, until next year. So, Happy New Year. I hope that you celebrate it exactly the way that you want to, that you're safe, that you're happy, that you're healthy. Thank you for being here. I hope that you had some fun, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy New Year. Bye.